Blind Whisperer, live from the roof deck on a beautiful Halloween Saturday. So I don't feel like editing today, so we're just going to put this out here, get you some winners. Last weekend wasn't so good. Our big days, big plays Colts bet went on Sunday, and I'm going to have us some more winners today. But first, since it is Halloween, I feel I must put out my knowledge of the Mount Rushmore of Halloween candies, and there is no disputing this. This is concrete. You can't tell me any different. But first, before we get to that, let's talk about the most overrated Halloween candy. I remember as a kid, you get the whole sack of chocolates and Hershey bars and all that good stuff. And then always at the end for me is what I call the most overrated candy of all time. Now, in order to qualify as overrated, you got to be a popular one. You can't be like a Mentos or something terrible like that. You got to be a more popular, like a Hershey bar, Reese's peanut butter cup. It's the one that's on the end cap. It's the one that's always right at the cashier at the Wawa that you'll buy right away. And you ready for the most overrated candy of all time? It's the damn Snickers bar. It stinks. I've always hated it. It's never good. I don't like the peanut in there. It's just none of it goes well together. So there you have it, the most overrated Halloween candy of all time. And on the other hand, let's go with the most underrated candy of all time. Now this has to be a less popular one. It's not your typical Hershey's Kiss or something that everybody's had. The most underrated Halloween candy of all time is peppermint patty. I love that. The mix of the mint and the chocolate. It's just a little bit of chocolate and the mint. It's perfect. So there's your most underrated Halloween candy. Whenever you get that. And the thing is, it's like it's scarce. So you would only get one or two in a bag when you get it as a kid, which is great. I like the bigger ones. The bigger ones are awesome too. So there's your most overrated and your most underrated candies. And again, there's no disputing that. But what are the top four? The top four for the Line Whisperer? Let's start with Nerds. Nerds is on the Mount Rushmore. I love Nerds. They're the best. The great ones. There's no bad flavors. That's the great thing about it. Like whenever you have a multi-color, multi-flavor package, like a Skittles or an M&M, there's usually always something bad, but never a bad flavor with the Nerds. The second one is the Milky Way. Yes, I love the Milky Way bar. It's a perfect mixture of chocolate and nougat and whatever else's deliciousness is inside of there. So there's two of them. And then the last two are like 1A and 1B of all times. Of course, the Hershey bar, right? The Hershey bar. I remember going as a kid, you take 50 cents, go Hershey bar, get that, and just enjoy square by square. Ah, so good. And occasionally, if I had 75 cents, I would get the big block. That was just heavenly excess. And then we finally finished with the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. That is number one on the Mount Rushmore. So there's your top four: your Reese's, your Hershey's, your Nerds, and your Milky Way. No disputing it. Anyways, now let's get to what we came for. And now we're going to pick some picks here. Line Whisperer likes a couple games today. We're going to do, first off, Wisconsin, -3 at 12 o'clock. This line is fishy. I wanted to take Wisconsin last week, but didn't do it. So we're going to take them this week. Iowa's good, but somehow Wisconsin's favored by 3.5. It doesn't make sense. So we're going to take the cheese and go Wisconsin. Follow that up with West Virginia at 2 o'clock. West Virginia is +7.5. They're at home. They beat Texas, someone last week, Tech maybe. And Iowa State struggled. So we got West Virginia. 4 o'clock, we're going to go a little obscure school. Louisiana Tech -4 over Old Dominion. So I don't know. Old Dominion stinks. They're like 1-6. And Louisiana Tech should win by at least 7, if not more. So there's our third game. Louisiana Tech. I got to go to my list here. Oh, I do like Oregon too, -24. Colorado is terrible. It's in Oregon. I would sprinkle a little something on that. And our evening games, we're going to go with California +1.5 against Oregon State. I've been liking the Beavers, but this line is fishy. Cal's 1-6. Oregon State's 5-2. Why are they only favored by 1? So we're going to take the Cal Golden Bears. And then we're going to finish it off with Mississippi State playing Kentucky. I liked Mike Leach's little candy corn explanation last week after the game when they smoked Vanderbilt. They are -1, I believe. So Kentucky's ranked like 8th. They only have 1 loss to Georgia, and Mississippi State is like 3-3. So it's another fishy line. So Line Whisperer likes Mississippi State, Cal, West Virginia, Louisiana Tech, and the cheese of Wisconsin. So now let's go win us some money. All right. And stream.